Some beverage satisfaction before the evening is up, sometimes in ways in which you really probably don't want it. Referee Speedy Nelson refereeing this encounter. I hope he can duck flying bodies and beer.
Yeah, this one is not going to be pretty, gang. This is not going to be your scientific matchup. I have a feeling Inc. and Total Destruction about to settle into a Pier 6 brawl in moments.
Interesting. I can't say that the team of Total Destruction have regressed over the years, but early on in the careers of Sean Roll and Rusty Riddle, they truly were scientific athletes in many ways. I mean, I remember Sean Roll teaming with Chris Champion in the New Breed, a team in many ways set the course for tag team wrestling in the 90s, and they were doing it in the late 80s.
Absolutely, you are correct, and certainly as they have evolved, not only as professional wrestlers, but as basically, well, their attitudes have evolved too, I guess you could say. They really have taken on a unique persona, and certainly they live their lifestyle the way they choose.
That's true, and if you disagree with their lifestyle and you're in a tag team encounter with them, you're going to pay the price, and as you said earlier, Jeremy, it ain't pretty. There's proof of the pudding right there. Well, good heavens. The team of Inc. managing to hang on to that headlock.
That is Johnny Psycho in the ring, Big Daddy Goth on the outs, but certainly a heads-up move there by Johnny Psycho.
Johnny Psycho showing a little bit more than we had anticipated against the steamrolling antics of Total Destruction. Totally unbelievable. However, this incredible matchup as this is turning out to be our main event this week. Jimmy Rave, who is truly the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion, but he does not possess the belt. The belt is in the hands of Caprice Ice Coleman, as well as the numerous members of Caprice's posse entourage, whatever pimply hyperbole they're called this week.
You can bet they're going to be here, present and accounted for as always, backing up Caprice Coleman, and certainly Jimmy Rave has certainly made a name for himself in relatively short time here, really capturing the imaginations of all the fans, cruiserweights, and the wrestling industry as a whole here watching NWA Wildside.
Yeah, exactly, and as Dan Dragon Wilson hopefully pointed out earlier on this edition of Wildside, the latest edition of Rampage Magazine is a six-page spread on NWA Wildside, and featuring many of its superstars, announcers, referees, because we've got quite an incredible cast of characters and a incredible cast of athletes here at Wildside. And I'm not quite sure what kind of Greco-Roman move that was for Sean Roll.
A right, a left, and look at that. Absolutely unbelievable. What is he? Is there anything left of this band? Big Daddy Goth being taken to.
That is probably the biggest flurry of slaps I have ever seen. This side of Flair versus Ron Garza.
Oh, come on. Look at this.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
And how about his very own tag team partner motioning that he's a little cuckoo to the cameras?
No argument here.
I'll take the obvious for 200, Alex.
I'll go potpourri for 20.
Eye rake,
and he's yanking on the ears of Big Daddy Goth. Good Lord. And now tying up Big Daddy into the ropes, and the debuting Inc. Not making quite a positive impression this week. Although, considering that they're of the Goth mentality, a negative impression is kind of what they want to get across.
Ouch!
That's not that kind of way.
A have mercy chop across the chest of Big Daddy Goth.
The high-tech redneck, Sean Royal.
Look at this. Unbelievable. You want to talk about the brawling? Yeah, they can do it. But at the same time, they can pull a move out of their hat like this. Really shows the diversity in their offensive arsenal.
He's trying to make Big Daddy Goth fold in half the wrong way. As an interesting demonstration that would be if he's actually going to be able to pull it off. I'm kind of glad he didn't, as Johnny Psycho runs in to break up that one.
Sean Royal, Rusty Riddle, Total Destruction. We've seen him in cage matches. We've seen him battle all over this great facility.
Big snap suplex from Sean Royal. Yes, he hasn't exactly bent at all of his wrestling smarts. He's got all that stuff in spades. He just happens to like pounding on people's heads. That's worked so far.
Some people have different hobbies. Baseball cards, train sets. These guys like kicking the crap out of people.
That's a hobby? No, I think you mentioned this earlier. I think it's actually their lifestyle, kicking the crap out of people and enjoying a frosty cool one in the attempt. Oh dear, Sean Royal not anxious to give up the hold. Oh, it involves more slapping. It seems to be the motif of the evening, a big slap. Here at NWA Wildside, one of the things that we're proudest of here is the Wildside School that is run by Rick Michaels, yes, formerly one half of the NWA World Tag Champs, Bad Attitude.
Oh,
and
phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And some of the students that he has will be getting a rare showcase here this week on NWA Wildside. Coming up is the next match here on Wildside. If I'm reading this format correctly, I think I am. Whoa, over the head suplex. Big Daddy Goth is feeling even more dead than he looks.
And a one-finger wave there to Johnny Psycho on the outside. Big Daddy Goth has got to be feeling it. Just look at the man.
Do you think so, Jeremy?
Just look at the man.
You got a fine grasp of the obvious, Mr. Borash. Out. Rusty Riddle, forearms to the head of Big Daddy Goth. Oh, dear. Ugly it is.
Goth probably has no idea what planet he's on, let alone the fact he's in Cornelia, Georgia right now. Oh, big knee drop right to the face. Rusty Riddle goes for the cover, 2.5.
Johnny Psycho in to break up that pin. Yeah, we tape TV every first and third Saturdays of every month here at the NCW Arena in Cornelia, Georgia. And folks, it's only 70 miles northeast of Atlanta. You're in the Atlanta area. We'd love to have you join us. First and third Saturdays of every month here at the NCW Arena.
A headbutt to the said nether regions.
Shad Nether, isn't that outside of Smyrna?
It's just north of it. Into the ropes. And a reversal. Clothesline that is turned into, what an impressive move by Sean Royal.
Trying to break the shoulder of Big Daddy Goth, and Sean Royal has done more than a little damage to Big Daddy Goth in the attempt. It's to Goth's credit that he's still standing, but as you want to say, feeling the effects.
Nice neck breaker by Big Daddy Goth.
If I was Big Daddy Goth, I think I'd make a tag.
Yeah, it's time to get out. Fresh man in. That's part of a good tag team.
Dropping Sean Royal back for his Goth is...
And yet now he's messing with Speedy Nelson.
Why would anybody mess with somebody like Speedy Nelson just to have Johnny Psycho in just to lay a few boots on the on what he assumes is the fallen carcass of Sean Royal, but we know ain't nothing carcass-like about Sean Royal. He gets his second win back, and I believe the beer should be kicking in. Well, actually, the beer started kicking in around 10 this morning. Who am I kidding?
Johnny Psycho tagged in and tags out back into Big Daddy Goth, who almost seems to be a glutton for punishment here.
You know, I get the impression Total Destruction are beginning to enjoy toying with the team of Inc. Making their debut this week on NWA Wildside. Hip toss. Down goes Big Daddy.
And a big left knee drop right across the chest, knocking the wind out of Big Daddy Goth.
It's already been an incredible episode this week of NWA Wildside. We saw the debut here at Wildside of the Sinister Minister, a guy I thought I left behind in the ECW locker room these many moons ago, but no, he's back and aligning himself now with the ticking time bomb. Scotty Wren, that's an alliance I never in my wildest dreams would ever imagine. And we also saw David Young advance in the NWA Wildside TV title tournament, already a momentous edition. And Rusty Riddle up on the top rope.
Oh, leg drop off the top rope by Rusty Riddle. I guess that's gonna break up a count.
It'd break up anything. Oh dear, now Johnny Psycho counting with one on his own on top of Sean Royal. Rusty Riddle taking a bit of exception to that. It's breaking down more literally than you realize. Here at the NCW Arena, Rusty Riddle now single-handedly trying to destroy the team of Inc. And with the help of a recovering Sean Royal, I think he's well on his way.
And that's Big Daddy Goth back in the ring. Rusty Riddle up to the top. Rusty Riddle always, when he's perched up on top there, he takes that position from time to time, and he always knows there's something big following it. Looks at it as an opportunity to unleash something big.
Suffice to say, both members of Total Destruction right now are, despite what Sean Royal's enduring, are feeling no pain, if you know what I'm saying to you, my friend. As Sean Royal steps up into belly to belly. Wow! Big Daddy Goth all flying through the ring.
Big Daddy Goth being taken to town by Sean Royal. Big clothesline. And makes the signal to Rusty Riddle, who climbs to that perch he's so comfortable being at. And that's, of course, the top rope. We know what's coming next.
Good Lord! Total Destruction in flight. Rusty Riddle on top for the pin. The rest is elementary.
Gentlemen, the winners of the match, Rusty Riddle, and Sean Royal. Total destruction.
Now we know the team of Ink can endure some severe pain. All the tattoos on the body shows you they're a pretty durable lot. And I'm sure they'll be making their return to NWA Wildside Arena in the months to come. But this week, the hands raised of who else? Total Destruction, Sean Royal and Rusty Riddle, wanting to share a cold one with the crowd here at the NCW Arena. And right now I can sure use one, couldn't you, Jeremy?
Ooh, a post-celebratory beverage of choice from Total Destruction.
You want these?